tonight's acceptance speech by Barack Obama will definitely make history. For a local spin on this story, let's go to News Channel 8's Wes Small.
I'm here with Dr. Simon B. Jones Hendrickson, who is a noted University of VI professor, author, and also the husband and head of his household, Dr. Cora Christian. I asked him what department he heads, and he said his household. We're having a great time today. Today, Doc, and I thank you for spending time out of your busy schedule, is a momentous day in my life as a black reporter and the world, perhaps, as Barack Obama accepts the nomination for the Democratic Party to president, and more so 45 years ago on a hot, sweaty August evening with Jim Crow laws still steaming up from the ground in the Deep South. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. made his I Have a Dream speech. Wow, what an impact this evening will be, sir. What does this mean to you and your staff, the students at UVI, the whole world? What does this mean for today?
Well, this is really a momentous occasion. It is, I think, what is going to happen today or this evening when Barack Obama takes on this great charge to lead the United States for the next 4 years and perhaps the next 8 years, that we will see a scenario whereby the entire world will now start to see the United States in a totally different light. This is beyond Barack Obama as the person. I think we're in a transition in the United States such that we will not see for many, many years to come. Some people are calling this a post-racial scenario. It's not really post-racial. I mean, there's still some racism in the United States, but certainly what he has done to galvanize young people on the back of what Martin Luther King did 45 years ago is of fundamental importance. And the fact that he is symbolically chosen this evening to ensure that he can accept the nomination is tremendous. For me, as a social sciences professor of economics to be exact, and as someone who is the coordinator of the social sciences group on Simcoe campus, this is really thrilling. In fact, after I leave you, I'm going to my class to discuss this very issue and to present this speech to the class. So this is a very wonderful day. But I think for us who are outside of the mainland United States, this is going to be something tremendous going forward. If we do not elect Barack Obama, and I know in the version as we can't elect him, but I support him with my money, and I know we have people there at the convention. But if we do not elect this gentleman, I think the United States will not see anything like this for years to come. I think we are at a watershed in the history of the United States and indeed the world. This is the only man, in my view, who is going to bring back the kind of respect and honor that the United States has as the leading nation in the world. If we have another 4 years of the same, I think we'll be in serious trouble going forward. And I have 2 children, and I know that for the children of others who are listening, this is going to be important that you have somebody of the stature, the caliber, and the commitment of Barack Obama to ensure that we can get him elected. If not, I think we're in serious trouble.
Wow. What type of response do you get from your students, sir, at this time? Do they have a lot of questions, and what do they think that the future holds? Is everyone thrilled about the possibility that we could have a black president?
Well, I think, whenever we speak, and in this room also must say that I have my colleague, Dr. Vanier Goodwin, who is also very critical in this particular aspect of really galvanizing students' concern. But when we speak to our students, the objective is to ensure that they understand where they are on the cusp of history. They ask a lot of questions, and we try to get them to raise questions, agree and disagree with us, because after all, this is what we're doing. We're training them to replace us in the whole question succession. So the questions are asked, and we challenge them, we force them, we encourage them, we guide them to ask questions. And on these particular issues that it relates to Martin Luther King and certainly Barack Obama, they're really on target. Now, these are young people, and they may change, but I really don't see any change that's going to take place for the negative. I see a lot of positive change going forward.
Dr. Vanier Goodwin is here, who is a mathematics professor, and also Dr. Hendrickson's good buddy here in the faculty lounge. I'd like to get your specter on this this evening. 45 years ago, the dream speech, and tonight, Barack Obama. What does it mean to you?
Well, Barack follows a long line of accomplished black people in the world, and so I always try to connect him with his history. I connect him to many of the leaders in the Caribbean who fought long and hard against colonialism. I connect him to the work of Nelson Mandela, Samoa Machel, Sekou Toure, and the like. I see him as one in a long line of history-making activities for us. Blacks all over the world ought to be very proud, and I'm sure Nelson Mandela is particularly pleased to see this day come. After all, we remember the struggles that he had in South Africa. We saw his day come. Now in America, we see Barack's day come. And so Barack's day becomes our day, Mandela's day, Machel's day, Steve Biko's day, and the like. But for me, I now have the challenge to make some analogies in the mathematics classroom with Barack. So I need to be able to transfer what Barack is doing to the society to what our youngsters can do to mathematics. They have the capabilities, and so people like me ought to feel the challenge, or to take up the challenge to make them become Barack Obamas in mathematics.
Here we are at the UVI campus. What a big night that tonight will be. 45 years ago at that pool, 1963, that hot August evening, I have a dream. And then November 4th, what a night that's going to be. Not only locally here in our territory as senators vie for position, but you can count on News Channel 8 and World News Tonight and Nightline 2020, all the network journalistic shows that you have chosen to love on ABC will be right there for you. At UVI, I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
The teachers happy. What's next after these messages? Contract talks between our teachers and the Virgin Islands government are still ongoing. And we welcome Ms. Kalila Gordon. She's one of our newest members on News Channel 8, and she has the details.
Thank you, Jerome. At this present time, I have here with me the president of the American Federation of Teachers, Mr. Tyrone Molyneux. And at this present time, he's going through a follow-up here at the schools. And we're just going to discuss very briefly about the contract and updates on that.
Yes, thank you again. The St. Clair Federation of Teachers, along with the St. Thomas St. John Federation of Teachers, just recently completed mediation talks with the Department of Education. We have entered into a tentative agreement which will be presented to the members tomorrow afternoon at 4:00 p.m. at the St. Clair Educational Complex. So we're asking all members, professionals, paraprofessional support staff to come out to this meeting. There are some part of this proposal that's impacting the paraprofessionals and the support staff. So again, tomorrow afternoon at the St. Clair Educational Complex auditorium, we're asking all members to come out for this meeting. In addition, the St. Thomas St. John Federation of Teachers will be holding meetings simultaneously in St. Thomas, and that date will be announced sometime today, so members will know exactly where to attend for these meetings. Unfortunately, I will not be able to go into any detail until this information is shared with the members first. But all in all, again, it's up to the members. My job is to go to the table, negotiate. It doesn't matter how I feel about the proposal. I think what matters is what the members think in terms of voting it down or voting it up.
Okay, well, we hope that that has definitely helped for the teachers and parents, and we are going to definitely look forward to some more information on upcoming.
Yes, I'll be glad to again, after the meeting, to discuss in detail any aspect of the proposals with the public and with the media.
Thank you for your updates on contract talks. This is Kalila Gordon, News 8.